Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And I think it's been a bit since I showed you everything I was working on. I think I showed bits and pieces every so often. Always forget something. So I think I gathered everything I'm working on. The stuff I got finished. And I'll show you everything today. And there is a lot. I have a lot of stuff. And there's stuff I want to start and make. But let's show you what's ongoing. These are the finished stuff. So, yeah. I had to make a doll. I think I finished up the doll. I think I first showed you last week. Yeah, it's kind of cute. The little legs are short and stubby. I think the skirt's further down than I would have wanted it, but she's very cute. I like it. I'll probably end up giving this to my granddaughter, and I'm sure she'll like it too. Actually, I think I showed her in a phone call, like a video call, and she liked it at Easter time. So, I'm sure she'll like it. Kind of one of the, like, last minute things. You know, I saw, okay, the yarn. I bought the yarn over a year ago at a local yarn shop. Look at Amber, Amble? Amble, Wandering Souls, and it was a fingering weight, and I think it's a blend of merino, alpaca, and recycled nylon. So it's, yeah, 70% wool, 20% alpaca, and 10% nylon, and it was made in Peru. And if you can see, there's two colors in there. I had, yeah, they're 81 meters, 84 yards of it, and it had one of each color of red and an off-white, and I held them together. This hyperbolic ball. Yeah, that's how much I got left of those. So yeah, you can tell they're fingering weight, so that's why I had to tell two together. They were just sitting there, and I'm like, not knowing what to do with them. And this is what I did with them. So, hyperbolic ball. Now, because it's got the natural wools in it, it feels like wool. So if you're allergic to wool, you wouldn't want to fidget with this one. But it is kind of softish. You know, it feels like wool. And yeah, I gotta put it down for I won't be able to stop. So the last item is, this is a Bag O' Day hat pattern. Actually, I think I altered it. I did slightly different. But anyway, this was the hat for Bod Hat Palooza. That's hosted by Laura over at Mad Babies Crochet and Farming. Her hat went in continuous rounds, and I went back and forth. See if I can. I guess it's a good thing if you can't find the seam where I went back and forth. I think that's it right there. You can hardly see it, but I don't know, it looked like it was starting to get big, so I used it started out with a K hook. And then I went extremely down to maybe like an F or a G hook, and now it's too tight. All because I didn't have enough yarn. I was running out. Yeah, and it's kind of, yeah, it's very tight and still very small. So, oops, it's not going to be a hat. It'll be a basket, though. It doesn't stay very well, but it'll be a nice basket. The yarn was a Temu yarn I know I bought it off Temu, so it'll hold its shape once you put stuff in it. Here's a mess now. Alright. That is everything that I got done. So, and speaking of Bag O' Day hat patterns for Bod Hat Palooza, I think most of her hats start the same. So I got one. Yeah, except for the one from last week. It's like, okay. I got one started up to, I can't know how many stitches. I think I have 60 stitches around here. Just a common increase. And most of her hats start that way. So kind of got one started ready to go for whatever hat pattern that similar. So I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if I have 60 or 48, but I'll have to count. But I said most of our hats start the same way, so I had started one anticipating this is going to be a bot hat. So this one, you would think I'd finish it because I like making baskets, but I started this to demonstrate. I think I did a video on the recycled ribbon yarn from Hobie. So I'd started it to show it in the video, but I have yet to, at some point I will get around to finishing it. I feel like I give priority for projects that will qualify for Stash Down 2025 that is hosted by Bridget over at Queen's Craft by Bridget. So that challenge is that you would use yarns that you had prior to January 1st, 2025. And I got this yarn afterwards, so it would not qualify. So probably we'll work on projects more that would use that yarn. So that's probably why that one is still kind of sitting there. But anyway, I'm trying to stay organized here. All right, let's see what project else I got next. I was working on this for a bit and then haven't worked on it. But this is the Chanel blanket. I was using the scrap Chanel. Kind of thick and heavy and squishy. And yeah, all this I'm making a square. All it is front post and back post double crochets. I think what I mentioned last time, 2 rows I would increase only 1, and a 3rd row I would increase 2 in the corner. Put like 2 double crochets, a single crochet in a corner. And somehow that keeps the blanket square, proportional. Yeah. That'll be nice when it's done. Squishy. Very heavy and thick. Right, I'm organized because I got a lot of projects. Okay, move you out of the way. I will stay transitioning into the weighted blanket category that I got still working on. I anticipate this will be a long-term project. It's weighted blanket, putting beads in it. I might have an additional row done since I've shown this last. But I like how both sides. I like how both sides look, because this is half double crochets. This is one side, and the other side you can see. Like the half double crochets have 3 loops. This is 1 loop. So that's one side. It's the other. I like it. Like it says, no rhyme or reason for the colored beads. I just putting them on at random. So I'm not trying to make a color scheme. So that is that one. This project started because I just recently did a video on the loops and thread, the flex yarn. And so I was demonstrating how to do the moss stitch. So, and then I showed a couple rows in the purple, but I frogged it back to 1 row and ended up making it with the 3 colors I have on it, which is the pink. I'm sure not the actual color. I'll call it pink, the white or off-white, and the purple one. You can see they call flex because they got the flex of color. This is a hook I'm using that's lost in there. Yeah. I initially started like, hey, I'm going to get this the day before Easter. I'm going to get this done by Easter. And I'm like, no. So, again, this is yarn that I got after, that I got this year. So, it wouldn't qualify for Stash Down. So, I don't know how much of a priority this project will be. And while we're on, let's see, since I figure out where that project went. Oh, it's right here. Oh. Losing these left and right. Alright, okay, I think this hook is for the weighted blanket. I just showed you. There is another same blanket, moss stitch. And I'm drawing a blank of what yarn this is, but you probably know what yarn that is. This one would be eligible for stash down. 2025, so that is that one. I love the color changes in this yarn. I know I got it at Michael's. Is it a loops and threads yarn? Maybe. That is that one. And oh no, I'll have to fix that later because it started to come apart. Alright, only because it's here. This is the knitting machine blanket I'm using. Mohair yarn with. I still right now just have 4 panels. This almost looks like it's already a good size little blanket. Got many more skeins of this yarn, so I was going to go through at least 9. I like 10 skeins of this yarn. And maybe 1 skein will be for the border. Yeah. Soft mohair blanket. This one I think I was trying to get done just before this video, but this is the bag I'm working on. Would not qualify for stash down because this is the Hobie yarn. I think it's the Fruta cotton yarn I got later this year. And the lining, which I'm not happy. It's not my best work. I got recently at the Dollar Tree, so. But all I gotta do is finish the handle and attach it, and then this project will be done. You'll probably see it next week as a finished project. No, we're getting down there. I think I showed it for the first time last week because it was kind of hiding for a while, and this was this big blanket that's using scrap yarn and a very big hook and about a size. Okay. Scrap yarn, which will probably be all 3 or 4 weight yarns. Yeah, so that could be eventually cuddly, but yeah, I don't know I don't know yet how big this is going to be because I'm just throwing scrap yarn on the blanket. So it's a scrappy blanket. And just single crochets with a really big hook. Like a big hook. To give it more of a lacy type feel to this blanket. I think I started that blanket as part of last year's Things We're Making Thursday. One was blanket, and I thought I started last minute. Here, let's get a blanket down last minute. It didn't happen. Well, I think the only project I got left is this fox kit. You think again? I like amigurumi. You would think I'd work on it. I don't know if it's something with kits. No, I would rather do my own thing instead of. But it's again, that has not changed in probably a very long time because I haven't picked it up. I might pick this up again when I finish my at-work project, which is the last project. I almost forgot to show you project. There always seems to be a project I don't forget to remember to show you. Ta-da! Well, I put it in this bag because when I work on it, yeah, it's now challenging to work on a project downstairs when I have 2 new active little kitty cats that want to get into my yarn and get on my lap, and I can't get anything done. So if any of you got cats, you know what I'm talking about. So my still intention is to make a video tutorial on how to make this, but let's get it to be a decent size. Yeah, go back. Oh. Similar to a pattern I already have up. I like that. That is cute. So I work on this project when I'm at work. Oh. is all I have for now. So, well, I've lost count on how many projects this is, so I might put a project count in the video. So, if you did like this video, please give it a like. See more content like this or any of my tutorials or my yarn videos, please subscribe to this channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.